Yeah, I hope I leave this road with motivation. I hope I leave this road with motivation. Life changing, man. 30 minutes, man. At the end of the day, we all life change, you know?
Yeah, I look my kids in the eyes, I hope I'm motivation. I'm fighting for my freedom, I can't let them take it. This music was a gift, so I had to take it. I hope I leave this world with some motivation. I look my kids in the eyes, I hope I'm motivation. I'm fighting for my freedom, I can't let them take it. This music was a gift, so I had to take it. I hope I leave this world with some motivation.
Yeah, hey look, if I don't leave y'all with nothing else, I wanna leave y'all with some motivation, man. You know what I'm saying? When I look at my kids, man, I hope my motivation. Yeah.
We gon' make it out, we gon' make it out, yeah, yeah.
Life changing, man.
Yeah. We gon' make it out, we gon' make it out, yeah, yeah.
What's up, what's up? I'm your host, The Life Changer, this Speak on the Podcast, man. Today is a special edition, man. I got some special people here with me today. I got a special host with me, my boy David Trailway. I got my boy Malik Davis in the building, play for Jewelry University. My boy Coop, overseas, man, doing big things, man. My boy Yuri Collins, man, he play for SLU, man. He doing big things, man. My boy D, Truvision, they in the building. So we are here to sports. You know, it's a great feeling in here. It's a great vibe in the room, man. We just gonna chop it up, talk about basketball, talk about how they been. They gonna talk about how we been. We gonna connect, man. I got a lot of relationships with a lot of them, man. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Hey, let's dive right in. First question. It's a lot of people. We put out the flyer, we put out the promo. A lot of people been asking, what is Truvision? So I want to make that first and foremost. What is Truvision? What's the vision for Truvision? What is the goal for Truvision?
Well, first of all, we're brothers. That's what we start off with. That's our base. But Truvision, we base ourselves off of nonprofit. So we created it to limit the gap between high school, college, and pro. We wanted to eliminate that. So we wanted us to all be one. So when we come home in the summer, when we working out, it ain't no, are you in high school, you gotta go over there. College, you gotta go there. No, we together. So now when we go off and we have these connections, we still together.
Nice.
Go off. So when we get out of St. Louis, it ain't about St. Louis in the neighborhood. It's about the world.
Gotcha.
Right
International.
Exactly. Right when you get to that major stage, then you have the brotherhood that you came up with and grinded with. Now you can connect with us all over the world.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
So it's a lot of people in St. Louis that don't know about you this because it's a worldwide type of thing.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
some people might miss it from the city that Truvision was founded in.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
Exactly.
It makes
So
sense.
next question, and this for you, D. So if I'm a middle school athlete, high school athlete, I'm seeing the brand, I'm seeing y'all grind with the top athletes here in St. Louis.
Yeah.
How do I become a part of Truvision?
I mean, we would have to meet you, man. Like, some way, shape, form, or fashion, we have to interact with whoever the person is. Like, we gotta come around, we gotta come to a game, meet your parent. Like, we gotta meet whoever this person is and find out who this person
Well,
is.
tell them how to get
and then
connected.
go from there.
Like, how do they meet y'all?
Ways to contact us. I mean, a lot of people in St. Louis, they know all the basketball players, so they either contact one of them or contact the page. We got the brand Truvision on Instagram. Truvision, the brand on Facebook.
Okay.
That's all we got right now, though.
So basically, when you get in touch with us, we want to keep it at that brotherhood stage. So everybody just can't hop into Truvision. Like, you have to have that feel and connection within this work, like within the
So
brotherhood.
there's an application process,
It's
or
not
it's
really.
just
It's not really an application process. It's more of a feeling process. Like it's a fill out. It's more of what kind of energy do you send out.
This is a
And
trick question.
That's what we're going with.
This is a trick question. Do you gotta be good enough to be with Truvision? Because everybody good with Truvision.
I say, no,
Could you,
ain't no way.
could you be like just mediocre and Truvision take you to
That
the
ain't
top?
what it's
What's your-
about, though. It's the same thing, y'all.
And that's what it's about, though. Is to meet people and then take them to that next level. Because it's about eliminating that gap issue. Because a lot of people, they in high school and they don't know what the college life is like as an athlete. So when you come to Truvision and you working out with pros and college athletes on the daily, you seeing the work already. So you get used to it at a young age.
You gotta come with something.
You gotta come with something. I mean,
With something, a little something.
you have to. I mean, because
Is y'all showing kids how to dribble the basketball? That's
right
what
now,
that's what I'm trying to do.
Right now, it's about the athletes getting to the next level and staying there.
So they're past the intermediate level.
So we're not, we have that intermediate level, but it's right now focusing on the athletes within the community, getting them to go off to college and stay there, not come back. So,
let's talk about that community piece.
Okay.
So if I'm in the community, I'm a good athlete, what does Truvision have to offer me? So I'm good, but nobody knows me.
we offer instruction. So for instance, you good, but you don't know the workout regimen. We work out at 4 a.m. on a daily. You can have options. We can work out at 7 a.m. You can work out at 4, or you can work out at 5.
Nice.
So now we put you on a different schedule and what an athlete's life is like. This is what it's like.
It's really what
You
it's
got to
like.
get up
Really.
at 4 before your day start in order to get it. Then you have your day to do what you do. And then at the end, you got to get back on it. So
No,
what
you
it's
want to
about.
say something?
Yeah, because he left a couple workout times out.
It is.
11
on,
and
D.
12
No.
at the field.
Come on,
Up
D.
for it
So
up.
y'all in the lab, y'all in the
Kenneman
gym
Park.
every day?
Yeah,
All
Kenneman
day,
Park at
all
11 and
day.
12.
It's either the gym, the park. We getting better in some kind of way. If it's conditioning on the floor,
That's tough.
or even if it's just at life, because we hang out every day.
So some people come with Truvision might not even hang, because you got to be able to work too.
Yeah, because
You
there's
can
people out
come
of
and be
state.
good, but if you ain't trying to work, then keep
We
it
got
moving.
people out of state, all across the country, all overseas. So it's everywhere. Like it ain't just where we at. Of course, we the closest because we the we who here.
Right.
We in St. Louis. But
It's the founding city, so it's easy to
Yeah,
link here, but
exactly.
y'all worldwide right now.
Exactly.
Okay, let me talk to an athlete about Truvision. Like, Yuri Collins, I'm gonna start with you. What does Truvision mean to you as far as the brand?
I mean, like they say, it's a brotherhood. I don't really dig into the basketball part for real. When I think about Truvision, I think about all these guys being my brother for real. It ain't really about basketball to me. So I mean, we all close. We got a group chat. We always talking. We always on the phone. It's all laughing jokes when we with each other. So I mean, it's a brotherhood.
That's what's up. That's deeper than basketball. What you talking about? Y'all should feel good about this, bro.
Hey, so it's more of a fraternity, brotherhood, like a family. And so if one person, let's say if one person at a low point in their life, do the brotherhood come and like, hey, I'm picking.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
We always go ahead and low points in life.
Absolutely.
That's what we're trying to get our athletes to understand.
Yeah.
You got brothers here. Like, you got it. So you're the people up.
So, key, like here's a good key, and I love this about Truvision. I love that Yuri spoke about that. Like, it's a lot of people that's fatherless. Y'all get them hope, like some older guys, Yuri Collins, Malik Davis, guys that's just, I mean, they superstars in my eyes, you know what I mean? And so people can look, somebody they can look up to and mentor, have those mentor moments, pull them out the streets. Because where we come from, we didn't have a Truvision growing up. Like we was straight street guys.
we talk about that all the time.
Learn how to play
We talk about
basketball
that
in the
all the
alley. And it just kind of, Leon Thread Hoops, he took us in Northside
talk about
Community
that all the
Center.
time.
But just to have y'all, this outlet is just, it's amazing to me.
And that was another thing that led to the creation, because when we was in high school, I always wanted the older kids to come back. Like, because I went to Jennings. We had a lot of killers that went off to D1s, but they never came back. So I'm in high school, I'm like, man, we got all these good people, but they ain't coming back showing us how to get there. You know what I'm saying?
That was good.
So then when they did come back and I did play against them, it boosted my confidence when you are playing against them.
Right.
So I seen what they played to me.
Nice.
So I wanted to make sure I gave that back to the same generation.
Okay, that's good. Let's go a little deeper into the story, right? Like Malik. So we got Malik, an athlete, good athlete, played for a good school. Going to college is a smaller school than the bigger schools that everybody see on TV. What's that mindset? What can you tell like a kid that
Only have aspirations to make it to those blue blood schools,
that was
the
the
Duke,
thing.
the Kentucky.
or to say it's fine, you can go this route?
But that was the thing with me. I went YouTube. And when I went YouTube, a lot of people told me not to do it. But that was where I felt comfortable. Because the D1s, they just put me on the back. Like, oh, we'll offer you if this person don't go, this person don't go. So when I went D2 and I did what I did, I made a lane. So like, I went D2, did what I did. I'm overseas playing professional basketball, I'm still chasing my dream. So it's a lane that's already made anyway. So with a person like him, he see it.
Right.
He see that it's okay to go D2. If he can do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where was you at when you felt like? Because I know we all had dreams going to the NBA. Okay, so like, when did it click in your head when you was like, I could be fine taking this route? Like, I could be okay.
I was
probably like my last year, I was thinking like I was gonna be cool. And he was one of the big reasons that I was able to go there. Cause he did what I was trying to do, what I'm trying to do now. You feel me? He didn't been through what I didn't been through, or what I'm about to go through. Yeah. You feel me? I get to always call him and stuff like that. So I was cool.
That's good, and it's good now that he said that, and it connects to you. You went overseas and you filed. So is overseas a good avenue?
Because you still chasing your dream. Like the ultimate goal. My goal was to make it to the NBA, but it was to play professional basketball.
Come on, man.
My love is basketball, not the NBA. As long as I'm playing basketball, I'm great.
And checks still get earned.
Exactly.
Hoping. Let's keep like overseas is good money and you're doing what you love to do.
Traveling the world.
Yeah. So let's talk about that transition from high school to Division II to Division I to overseas and to NBA. Like, what's different? Like Yuri, what's different? Is it a different ball game from St. Mary's to St. Louis University Division I? And then we're gonna pick you right back and you're gonna answer the same question. What is the transition like from high school to college?
When people ask me that and you want to play basketball, I tell them you better love basketball. Cause it ain't
sweet like everybody
at all. Like you get to, I ain't gonna say a low D1, but I ain't at one of them blue bloods. So I mean, we gotta work because we proving something. So at St. Louis University, we working to beat them blue schools. So I mean, we practicing 3 hours a day. We got weights in the morning. We got condition. We gotta go to class. We got tutors. We got homework after that. I mean, we up 6 o'clock in the morning. We ain't going to bed till 11. Then we doing it all over again.
So you gotta make your mind up if you want this.
I tell them all the time, if you want to play college, you gotta want to do this. It ain't, I just want to play basketball. You gotta love basketball. You gotta want to do it. Because if not, you're gonna get killed in college.
So the TV, like the games, the ESPNs, the ABCs, that's the final step. Like,
Yeah, you ain't.
we ain't even there yet. Like you gotta get through this.
You practice 3 times as more as you go play. We practicing every day. You don't play every day.
Film session.
All that harder than the game. The game, the easy part.
Even with the scouting reports and all that
The
stuff.
game, the easy part.
How's the transition with you? Like for you, like just piggybacking off of what Yuri said and what you feel for your experience in the Division II at a school like Drury.
I mean, it was the same thing with my situation, D2. Drury, they always been like, it's a winning program, but it's one of them, our coaches, like, he be on us, so we gotta come with it just like he said.
Right.
It turned into a grind.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like in high school, it was fun, and we hooping, but it turned into, like you said, you gotta love it or you're gonna be out of there.
Hey, so next question. What is it like going from being the man, like the number one on your team, Cardinal to St. Mary? Shout out to Cardinal to St. Mary. Hey, what it's like going from number Janice. Hey, shout out to all the schools in St. Louis here. Look, what is it like going from number one to maybe being like 4th, 5th, 6th option on the team where you used to the ball in my hand constantly, I can score when I want. Now it's like I'm in charge of getting everybody the ball. Because you're like, you was the best passer in college basketball. And I ain't just saying that because you from St. Louis. Like, when y'all look at highlights, when I watch y'all play, the assists, the way you set your guys up, it was different. And so for me, I feel like you was the top passer in basketball. But I feel like you could have easily gave me 15 to 10. Is that tying into what I'm speaking of? Like the option, like for being 1 to 4 or 5?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, when you get to college, I feel like it's more of a business then. And you got to do what your coach say. So me coming in as a freshman, I couldn't go in doing what I was doing my senior year in high school because I'd be on that bench. So going in, I got to run his plays. I got to make his call. I got to do everything he's telling me to do. That's the only way I'm going to stay out there on that court. I got to take the shots he want me to take. We got seniors on our team who he let make mistakes. So then I don't have room for mistakes because they making all of them. So when I get out there, I got to do everything he need me to do, and I got to do it perfect.
That's good. So my question to you is, do the game seem slower to you? Does it look like it seems slower to you?
So coming into college basketball with SLU, the way they played before was different than how I wanted to play. So they was playing at a slow pace. And I used to have talks with my coach, like, I can't play like this. This is not how I play. So as the year went on, he saw how I played. We got to speed up the game a little bit. And as that happened, the game started to come to me more because that's how I play. So the faster I was playing, the easier things was coming to me.
Good.
and they adapted to us.
So I came to one of your games, heard, and it seemed like the game was slow to you then. I think you had like what, like 12, something like that. But it seemed like it was slow, like you seen everything that was going on. You really wouldn't like some games I seen in your career on Corner Ritter, and you was just running, everybody moving fast, and you had to really get it under control. But the jewelry game, you really had it under control. You knew like I gotta get off of it. I'm past, I'm gonna come back around, I'm gonna get it. Now it's time to score. Now it's time to take over. Now it's time to attack. And it was just like, is the game slower or did he get better?
I mean, a little bit of both, but I ain't gonna lie, for me, it was a lot of film for me. Me and my coach spent a lot of time in film. That was the biggest separator for me, watching myself.
That's good. So you kind of knew what spots you needed to get to and what. That's good. So that film come a big. It's a big
Plays a
part.
huge role.
Right.
So let's get to, okay, now we got the college level. Let's get to the overseas level, the professional level, where I know it's politics. I know it's people fighting for pay grades. I know people fighting for spots on the team.
Agents.
And then you were African American amongst. Where you at? Just let the people know. You was in Germany last year. So you were African American in Germany, around a totally different culture, totally different language, and like you just walking around from a guy from St. Louis, Missouri.
I mean,
What's that transition like?
Transition. I mean, I've been doing it for 6 years now, so
Okay.
and I started my career in Germany. The first year, it was a little different because I went with one of my homies. So I didn't really go out into the world by myself. So I had a homie with me, so it was just like I still had America with me. I could always talk English with him. I never really was lost, you get what I'm saying? If I was lost, he was lost, so we was together. So when you out there and you in that world, the only thing you have is basketball. Like that's home. So when I'm in the gym, no matter if I'm playing Germany, Italy, Spain, I don't care. If I got a basketball, I'm at home.
Nice. So what about the level of competition from high school, college to
I would say
professional
overseas.
basketball?
Yeah, one thing about American overseas, I would say the game over there is a lot more fundamental. Like it's slower. They're not as quick as us, and they're not as athletic. But the game, they have the fundamentals down. They can shoot them up.
So the IQ was higher.
I would give them that. Yeah, the IQ was high. But here, so like when I go over there, when I come back, I have to get adjusted back to the quickness when I'm playing. The hands, the swipe with the hand, the swipe with the ball.
Quick feet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta get used to that when you play like that. But that's really the difference.
Look, I don't care where y'all playing at. Y'all can't beat me, bro.
You know how many times we hear that today? Like,
That's why I said it, 'cause I know people feel like I watched them on TV, I can go at Yuri, I can go at Coop, I can go at, look, I'm telling you now, I watched these guys a couple weeks ago, man, it's tough. You gotta come with it, man. You gotta come with it if you want to beat these athletes.
This is what I want to speak. I want to kind of like go down a different lane.
Okay.
How is it with the females, the attention of the females? Because you got to be focused. You go to SLU.
You return left, you start looking at shoes.
You go to jewelry. You've been overseas.
Yeah.
Like, so with the female, how do you keep your focus on still being this great athlete?
Great athlete, and if you in a committed relationship, do you got a gal? That's a whole different
got a
level.
gal.
Tim. You got say that right now, here, so you don't get in trouble. Look right in the camera.
I'm working, but
You're off market, ladies. I'm sorry.
I'm working, but no. But I mean, all this stuff comes with the game. Like, cause you deal with that at a young age. Like, you travel and play A basketball. You're gonna be girl teams that travel. So you gonna learn how to.
I know you personally. Like I know.
I mean, you're gonna learn how to balance it, but the main focus is basketball. Like, that's the main focus. You're gonna have your leisure. You're gonna have.
We understand the main focus. We ain't talking basketball no more. That was the first segment. Now we talking about.
He ain't said nothing. He be acting like he be all just single about basketball. We already know he
So
got
ain't no
something
me
going on.
time being a college athlete? There's-
You say it's me time?
How did you
What you mean like me time? What you mean like me time?
like personal time.
By yourself.
Like by yourself. Like what do you do here's a great question. What do you do to disconnect from basketball? Because basketball 100%, that's just not reality.
True.
So what do you do?
I would say I go out to the club. You know, when I'm overseas, the club scene in Germany is pretty
Party.
dope. They got, cause in Germany they got more. We can go to like a club and it's 4 clubs in one. So it's different rooms that play different music. So you can have Latinos over here, have your Germans over here, have your Turkish over here, have your Africans over here. But then you got a dance floor that's all one. So it's really dope.
You said it's a selection.
Exactly. So
Okay. Okay, so how you disconnect from basketball? Just being a collegiate athlete.
Like he said, go out with my teammates, but to keep it a buck, we don't. That personal time, it ain't too much. On my personal time, I'm sleeping most of the time.
But you wore out.
I'm tired. Yeah, so I mean, we'll have a couple of days where coach will give us 2 or 3 days off, and then that's when we'll go kick it or do something like that. But if you got a weekend off, you chilling. You sleep, you in your room, you chilling. You ain't.
So you got to be a strong gal to be in a relationship with it.
For sure.
Who's an athlete.
That's why I'm single now.
Because a lot of them just don't work. They ain't strong enough like to hold up
It's
this
just-
end of the
It's
party.
just the lifestyle of how you live and what you dedicate.
You moving too much.
Exactly.
Hey, so let's talk about like the rough part of our city, like St. Louis being like the #1, we the murder capital almost every year. What is it like separating in life? Because I'm sure all of us sitting at this table, you know, grew up in a rough neighborhood, right? And so how do you like just speak to the younger generation of athletes that be coming up that may be tied into that life? That's the only way they know, but they love basketball. That's their outlet. Like, how do you deal
I was
with
just gonna
that?
say, like, he kind of connect with those kids now, like, every day. Like, for example, we be in Wellston, where I came to and watched the That's majority of that was community. Like, the people around, shout out to the Wellston team, for real.
Hey, shout out to Wellston, man.
They come in and help us a lot. Like, we in they gym.
The guys from the hood?
Yeah, they help us a lot. And they help us do almost everything in the
have your
gym.
gun on you,
Camps,
right?
open gyms. You said what?
You be having your gun on you, right?
Come
on, man.
It's community love. So how do you get a guy like Yuri Collins that plays for the St. Louis Billikens to come to Wellston and feel comfortable?
He with his bro.
Protect-
Like, he been with me.
It's
He
that
been with
brotherhood,
us.
it's that protection.
Yeah, he been with us like 4-5 years. Like, he know who it is. I know all they mamas, daddies, like all of them. Like,
So
I've
they
been
feel
to
safe,
them.
like,
Yeah.
no matter where.
Ain't nothing here no more.
That's
It's for everybody.
So were there challenges, Yuri and Malik, like just growing up? Like, was it any thought in your mind, like, I want to try this street life? Because I mean, you see in the promoted and marketed in the music, on the TV, it seemed fun. Like people getting fast money while you grinding and broke. Like people get money, and so was that ever a thought process, or was that ever a temptation?
I mean, it's definitely temptation, you know what I'm saying? Like your friends doing that and stuff. Shout out to mom and pop, they always kept me.
Hey, we love you, mom and pop. I promise you. Good people. Okay. What about you?
I mean, I seen that life. Like, I seen some of my family members go down that road. Some of my close family members. So I mean, I always wanted to get out. Like, it was like I got to get my family up out of here. And I felt like me being the only one to go to college to play a sport, it was like I gotta put my family on my back. Like I gotta do something for us. Yeah.
Changing that culture of the family is good. Yeah. Hey, speaking of it, let's go straight there. You got 2 younger brothers out here that's nice with it. Yeah. So you breaking that generational thing on the family. Like now people look like, hey, it's possible. Yeah. Because sometimes it don't even seem possible. And so so speak on that. Like,
I mean, like you said, my little brothers, they're cold. A lot of people say they're gonna be better than me. I don't cut them. They my little brothers. They go eat, I'ma eat.
Exactly.
So I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, they able to do stuff I wasn't able to do at a young age. So I mean, seeing them do things I wasn't able to do on the court when I was little, I mean, it just makes me smile. Like my little brothers gonna be cold. Like they
so
can get
do you have that mom and pop dynamic? Did you grow up with both parents in the home like Malik?
A little bit. It was in and out, but
Okay.
they not together now. So I mean, but I got a close relationship with both of my parents. They cool. I mean, they just don't stay together. They're not together right now, but the relationship is close.
Nice.
That's cool. So, man, look, I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what y'all doing. Truvision, the brand, man. I seen it from day one. You know what I'm saying? I seen it when y'all really was just in the gym by y'allself, and then next thing you know, all these athletes attached to it, this brotherhood. Because you can see the brotherhood before y'all even say brotherhood. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I just started following the page. Yeah, man, I just appreciate y'all coming out, man. This is my boy right here, man.
Hey, thank y'all, man. Like,
I just got one more thing we ain't talk about.
No, we ain't done. I was just thanking you.
No, we good. Everything is fine. We got a non-profit organization, and we've been accepted to about 10 plus schools in the St. Louis area.
Nice.
To come back and do the Truvision mentoring.
Okay.
So that's one thing I just
Gotta
wanted
be
to
on the
throw in there.
lookout.
Yeah,
Truvision mentorship. What's the nonprofit? Is the nonprofit under Truvision as well?
Truvision Foundation.
Truvision Foundation. It is big. Make sure y'all go follow Truvision on Instagram, y'all Facebook.
Yep, the brand
Facebook.
Truvision.
Hey,
Yep.
they got some major things for the community. This is the conversations we like to have, like that good, healthy dialogue.
Right.
Hey, if you good enough, you a good athlete, you city of St. Louis County, St. Louis, you want to be a part of Truvision, reach out, man.
All over the world. You ain't gotta be from St. Louis.
All over the world. Oh, my bad, we international.
Follow my boy Yuri College. Follow my boy Coop. Follow my boy D. Follow my boy Malik, man. They doing great things, man. They got a great movement going on right now. This is Speak On It, the podcast. I'm your host, Life Changer. This is my boy, David Trailway. Special. This is special guest too. You know, this is special guest too.
Appreciate that again,
we doing great things, man. I appreciate y'all for coming out,
Thank y'all, man.
And we might have to do this again. You know what I'm saying? After this rush over a couple seasons, we might have to come back and rekindle this dialogue, man, for real. So until next time, we out.
Yes, sir. Stay true, baby.
True.
True.